Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India that was constituted in 1934. The 1934 Reserve Bank of India that was kind of became an act. Okay, so in Britishers time, Britishers they constituted two kind of assembly. One is central assembly, one is provincial assembly. So central assembly is in New Delhi, and that is the parliament that we can see now also. And there is upper chamber and lower chamber in the central assembly that we can see now also. That is Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is lower chamber and Rajya Sabha is higher chamber. Now you have to place the bill inside the parliament, and once a bill passed, then bill become an act. So these are the fundamental of Britishers one. So in 1934, there is a Hilton, Hilton Young, Hilton Young, the Hilton Young Commission. So Hilton Young Commission, he made a proposal in 1926 to have a centralized banking for the government. It is also called Central Bank of the Government, or it is also called Banker of the Government. So government, the Indian government is not post 1947 when Jawaharlal Nehru was prime minister. Indian government is since the 1885 only when Indian National Congress was formed, more or less. So when Parliament and Presidential House and Governor House in provinces, so 1920 elections started happening. So Indian government came into the picture since then officially. So in 1926, the Hilton Young they placed a kind of the one commission was formed to have a centralized banking system. Now the bank they proposed for a centralized banking system how it could happen, and then it was placed as a bill in the central assembly in 1934, and it became an act. So the Reserve Bank of India came into the picture as a practical building and everything with some crores of deposit in 1935. So 1935 Reserve Bank of India came into the picture. The idea of Reserve Bank of India was to reserve the money. So Reserve Bank of India will have reserve of money that can be used in some kind of contingency. In contingency, that reserve money can be used for the benefit of the country, that is India. But the main job of the Reserve Bank was to print paper notes. The currency in India that was in circulation was silver coin. Earlier it was gold, silver, copper and nickel coin that was in India. This is what the Chanakya has also stated in his book. The kind of rupeya rupa, swarna rupa. Rupeya means silver. So rupeya rupa, swarna rupa, tamra rupa, and sisar rupa. Nickel, copper, silver, and gold coins. Those were in circulation in India. And Britishers, when they came, they started with a banking system where paper note came into the picture, but it was not very famous. Still, people were not using probably the gold coin, but silver coin was in practice. 1912, people call one silver coin, that is 1 rupee of India, was $12 of the United States. And it is true now also. If you take a heavy silver coin, it will be $12 of the United States now also. So that was 1912. But problem with the silver coin is whoever is carrying the silver coin, he has the money upfront only. No need to go for the representation. If I have a paper note represent the silver or gold kept at the Reserve Bank. It is just representation. If I tear it, or if someone says that this note is not in circulation now, then it is like a paper one. No meaning. But if I have a silver coin or gold coin or copper coin or nickel coin, then I have the value in my hand only. This is the Indian culture. Means people are rich, and that's why a king is feeling rich because people are rich. So king, if he has treasury, inside the treasury he has gold coins full. And people, if he is rich, he has tons of gold coin, and or he has silver coin, copper coin, and nickel coin as per his wealth. So everyone is rich. So India was a rich country because it was tradition of precious metal coin. So people had metal coin. Now idea with the Reserve Bank main was to snatch the silver coin, because that was the status by then. Not much gold coin were available because people were not that rich. But anyway, whatever they were still 12 times richer to the United States. Means that they had silver coins in the circulation. Now the idea was to control the money flow from the people. Whatever the money is flowing in the people, as far as the precious metal is concerned, when people are not dependent upon the government, to make the dependency on the government. This is what the main tradition of setting up Indian National Congress. Make people completely dependent upon the government. Whatever, if you drink water also, water should come from the tap water. You go and collect water in the tap, or tap water should reach your house, so that drinking water also you should be dependent upon the government. That is the idea. So how government can tolerate that you carry silver coin? Not possible. Now the main idea of the Reserve Bank to to make paper notes available to the public and snatch all the silver coin and keep in the treasury. Now government treasury has all the gold and silver, and people would carry the proxy. In design pattern we call it proxy. So proxy of those silver and gold treasury that is kept in the Reserve Bank, for that they would carry the paper notes. You don't have any power. If Reserve Bank says those paper notes are not in circulation now, I am releasing another paper note, then immediately you are penniless. Okay, so control the money flow in the society. Then government brought Reserve Bank of India. Means we are mathematicians, so we don't follow theory part in the life. Whatever, means we don't follow the this way or that way. If it is mathematics, then it should be explicit. We don't know implicit. So this is the mathematics. Why you are placing the paper note? You can have a banking system, but what is problem in the silver coin? This has been happening in India since old time only, silver coin. But to snatch all the silver coin and then release the paper note. So 1935 paper note system, government started pressing on the people. If that is the case, then the backbone of the Indian economy, economical power is agriculture. So the agriculture that is happening mostly in the Gangetic plain. Okay, so any agriculture, if you see the river system, it happens in the central part of the river system. If you take the Indus region or Satluj river, mainly Indus river, then the agriculture happens in Punjab, that falls in Pakistan. So that is the central part of the Indus river. Then lower part of the Indus river is in Sindh. Upper part of river is in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, or it is in Jammu and Kashmir region or Tibetan region. The central region is in Punjab. That is Punjab. If you see the central region of Gangetic plain, then it falls in eastern Uttar Pradesh and full Bihar, and that is the central part of the Ganga. That is the way more cultivating than Indus or Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra, if you take the lower part of the Ganga, is Bengal. Okay. Now, if you take the Brahmaputra, whatever the cultivation is, the central part falls in Assam. So Assam, that is the central part of the Brahmaputra river, that is the most cultivated. Then it falls in Bengal. So Bengal is the lower region of Brahmaputra and Ganga, all both. Bengal, Bang. Bang means Ba is for Brahmaputra and Ga is for Ganga. So region which is a Brahmaputra and Ganga delta region, that is called Bengal. So that is Bengal anyway. So now the agricultural system of India and its economy, that was completely tightly coupled with the silver coin or gold coin. Gold coin would not be available by then. So the all the kind of monetary hand to hand business or economy that was happening through silver coin. Now, idea was to control the complete economy of the country as far as the silver coin is concerned. Take back all the silver coin and release paper note so that now you have control over all the money. Now, if you want money, whatever, now you have to go to the government. Now, the agriculture started fading. If you start your way of economy, then agriculture had its own way in India, so they started fading. If agriculture starts fading, then what people would do? Now they came with the idea of modern way of agriculture. So they started damming the river Ganga, Yamuna, Satluj, Vyas, these rivers, Indus. So these rivers, they are mainly Satluj, Ganga, and Yamuna. So damming of these rivers started happening in the 1900 beginning one. So once you do the dam on the river, then the region around region around Delhi, that is Western Uttar Pradesh, North Rajasthan, Haryana, and Indian Punjab, that region, that is the upper side of the river system, Ganga, Yamuna, or Satluj, we are upper side of the river. Those region agriculture is not that developed. Means monsoon rain is also very less, or it is scant. Means it is very small. What I have personally seen in Delhi, when it rains late also. July, August, September it rains. Whereas for the paddy crop, it should rain in the May only, May June only. So rains late, and whatever rains, it is feeble. Means it's very low. It's like little bit foreign cold countries. It rains like that. In that you will get maize and millet. Those are the dry crops. That you will get in that region. But you cannot get paddy and those kind of things. Now, to feed people, because you have broken the complete agricultural system of India, bringing the Reserve Bank of India. Now it is your responsibility to feed the people. Now they started promoting the farmer of these dry region where they were cultivating maize and millet, that is less water prone earlier. Now to cultivate wheat and paddy. Okay, get the water from the irrigation canal, and then you get the electricity to have the motor, and then tractor and fertilizer and those kind of things. Now you grow wheat and paddy. So Punjab was the main affected. Now Punjab people, now they have to grow all the things, and that food grain will be distributed to India as far as the food grain is concerned. For that, Reserve Bank came into the picture. So Reserve Bank came into the picture to grab the money of the people. Then that new way of agriculture came into the picture. If you see the preamble of the Reserve Bank, then directly they talk about the agriculture. The main aim of Reserve Bank to promote the agriculture in India. The main aim of Reserve Bank is not to promote the agriculture of India. That is the kind of liability on them, that they have to somehow maintain the agriculture in India so that people would eat, because they are completely destroying the economic structure of the India. If that is the truth, then these states, Punjab, Haryana, and Western Uttar Pradesh, they had never seen irrigation canal and modern way of farming technology. They have started becoming accustomed of new way of farming technology, and then FCI came into the picture, Food Corporation of India, and FCI was purchasing all the food grains from them, and they were distributing all over the India for the food purpose. What people in Eastern Uttar Pradesh and Bihar would do now, when their complete agriculture is means government is not supporting them. Government is behind looting the money. The idea of Britisher is not to torture the people. This is what being said, that Britisher tortured the Indians. They never tortured the Indians. Their idea is not torture the Indians. Their main idea is to grab the money. They were businessmen. Means their idea is to earn the money from the country. To earn the money from the country, later they control the full economy of the country through Reserve Bank of India, through paper notes. Now, what the people in eastern Uttar Pradesh and Bihar are good for them if they are not being promoted in their agricultural way? They are good for becoming labor in the new agriculture that is coming in Punjab, Haryana, and in western Uttar Pradesh. They are good for that. This is what is happening nowadays. This is the new architecture of home rule and democratic system of the India. This is Reserve Bank. So Reserve Bank, when it started a kind of printing the paper note. The offices of currency printing of the Reserve Bank was established in Madras, Calcutta, Delhi, Bombay, Karachi, and Lahore, and then you can say Kanpur, Rangoon in Burma, all were one country only. Even though Burma was kind of, it got separated in 1937, but Reserve Bank was working for Burma also till 1945, till Japanese came and controlled the Burma. Okay, whereas Pakistan got separated in 1947, but Reserve Bank of India was working for Pakistan also for 1 year, 1948, till State Bank of Pakistan came into the picture. Okay, means working means printing the paper note. Just think that how much the way the preamble of the Reserve Bank says that Reserve Bank was established to reserve the money so that it can be used for the benefit of the country. Once rupee was $12, that much powerful. 1 rupee, they were printing the paper note. One paper note was 10,000 rupees. Can you believe this? If you print 10,000 rupees paper note, what will be the condition of the country? Are you thinking about the country? You are enjoying the country. You are looting the people. The Reserve Bank of India, it printed 10,000 rupees notes in 1938. Can someone believe this? They are thinking about the country. If you print 10,000 rupees note, 1 rupee is so powerful, then how much inflation means this is called devaluation of the rupee. People will started thinking rupee as a like a simple soil stone or something like that. 10,000 rupees was one paper note. Means this is what they did. So 1938 they started printing 10,000 rupee notes where 1 rupee was that powerful. And then they discontinued in 1946, okay, as demonetization. But Jawaharlal Nehru, he brought what I can call Mr. Jawaharlal. Just think about these people. In 1954, he brought 10,000 rupees again. Can you believe this? In 1954, the Reserve Bank of India started printing 10,000 rupees again. Think about the condition of rupee, what it will happen. So rupee, the charm of rupee started going down heavily. In 1978 only he discontinued. So it went on for this catastrophe or this havoc went on for 24 years. In 1978, he brought back the Indian National Congress. They brought back the 10,000 rupee note. Okay, this is Reserve Bank of India for the benefit of the Indian people. They brought Reserve Bank of India. Not only that, in 2014, Raghuram Rajan, who kept on dreaming to become the head of Reserve Bank of India again. One time he was kicked out, so he was kind of Reserve Bank of India head, and his tenure was not extended. Means potentially he was kicked out of the country. He went to United States and he became professor in some nonsense industry, in nonsense college there. When he was kind of Reserve Bank, well, what I should use word for these people? They don't deserve. They deserve even worse word from people like us. So in 2014, Raghuram Rajan, he proposed 10,000 rupee again. $1 is 84 rupees. What you want more than that? No, he proposed 10,000 rupees again in 2014 as a Reserve Bank governor head. And he gave the kind of explanation that due to inflation, the 1,000 rupees, that is the maximum currency, has lost the charm. Means 1,000 rupees is like 1 rupee note now. This is what he is saying. It has no charm now in the market. It is very less. So he proposed 10,000 rupees again. Government printed, this is the news, that government printed 2,000 rupees and 5,000 rupees to bring in the market. But just for to experiment, the new government brought 2,000 rupees to the market, and it was heavy flop. Then they could not dare to bring 5,000 rupees in the market. Idea was to bring 10,000 rupees to the market. Now they have withdrawn 2,000 rupees also. People are ready. People now they understand the concept of how Reserve Bank of India and these home rule and democratic system, they are helpful to the agriculture. Okay. Now I'll read the preamble of the Reserve Bank of India. What it is. Okay. So Reserve Bank of India, the preamble of the Reserve Bank of India, why it was established. So there is a preamble of the Reserve Bank of India. What it says, why the Reserve Bank of India has been established to regulate the issue of bank, to regulate the issue of bank notes and keeping of reserve with a view to secure monetary stability in India, and generally to operate the currency and credit system of the country to its advantage, to country's advantage. 10,000 rupees note they are publishing for the benefit of the India. To have a modern monetary policy framework to meet the challenge of an increasingly complex economy, to maintain price stability while keeping in mind the objective of the growth. Okay, this is the enjoyment they are saying. So repeatedly they have been calling the Reserve Bank of India is mainly for the benefit of the agriculture. If you see the, I believe, Delhi office of the Reserve Bank of India, then probably you will see a statue mascot that is standing, and there it is written something like that for kind of benefit of the agriculture. Some good line it is placed, that is, so Reserve Bank of India is placed only for the benefit of the farmer. Which farmer? Punjab farmer, Haryana farmer, North Rajasthan farmer, and Western Uttar Pradesh farmer, which never did agriculture in wheat and paddy, because it needs, it requires, at least the paddy requires monsoon. Then paddy cannot be cultivated in kind of river system, but force agriculture they are doing, and Reserve Bank is there to push money as far as paper note is concerned. So Reserve Bank was mainly placed to make the paper note in the circulation, and Reserve Bank only publishes the paper note, so that you won't carry any silver and gold coin. So actually you don't carry any money in your hand. Whatever the silver and gold that represent the paper note is with the Reserve Bank. So people would run now. If I have 10 lakhs rupees and that is in gold and silver coin, if someone says LPG cylinder, LPG cylinder, LPG cylinder, certainly I would not run behind him. But when the economy of the country is in hand of someone else and I have only paper notes, then certainly I am in hand of them. This is the Reserve Bank of India. What we can do?